Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's Malty Monday. Tonight we're going to be looking at the wild ales. Like I previously said in other times, we've done variations of wild ales, even the American wild ale. This one is just a giant conglomeration of all wild ales. So anything that's a wild ale can be brought up on this show. So I want to first off welcome in my panel tonight. We have Alex, the beer master.
What is up?
We have miscellaneous brew reviews.
Cheers.
Chatio in the wild. Beer man.
Cheers.
John and Ellie. And myself, Bumpy Road. Let's say cheers to the chat as well. We got JV, Thrash, Chatio's there, JV's there a few more times, and then Ronald Sutton just popped in. Before I do read the little thing on, I'm just going to do the Beer Advocate one, and it does mostly talk about American wild ales and that, but just so everybody gets the gist of what the wild ales are. Want to wish a few people a happy birthday. I believe tonight is Ronnie S's birthday, so happy birthday to Ronnie S.
Happy birthday,
and
Ronnie.
Also Tommy Carroll. Happy birthday to Tommy Carroll. He's in this chat frequently, so if you see him pop in, everybody in the chat or whatnot, wish him a happy birthday.
Yep.
So, been watching a lot of our channels through many months now. So. Let's just read this. Wild ale. Sometimes Belgian-influenced American wild ales are beers that are introduced to wild yeast or bacteria, such as Brettanomyces. There's a lot of Brettanomyces stuff. Brettanomyces bruxellensis, Brettanomyces lambicus, or Brettanomyces animalis, pediococcus, or Lactobacillus. This introduction may occur with oak barrels that have been previously inoculated, pitching into the beer, or grained from various sour mash techniques. Regardless of the method, these yeast or bacteria leave a mark that should be noticeable to strong and often contribute a sour and or funky wild note. Mixed fermentation examples will display a range of aromatics rather than a single dominant character. These typically are in the ABV range of anywhere from 6 to 10%, and they say to use a tulip glass for the glassware. I'm using what is basically a tulip glass, but it's sour glass, so it will work great. Let's bring the panel up to this level now, and Alex, you get to go first.
Yep. So I got Lentemann's raspberry lambic. So I'm looking forward to trying this. Actually, it's going to take a few minutes. I was about to do this. I don't know if Legendary BuMpy's ever had this beer per se, but
that's a great. I've had it.
Does that thing have a cork in it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We're going to find out in a second.
I don't think so.
I don't think they do. I think they have
cap.
a regular cap top.
No, it's a rare cap.
No.
So
sometimes they have a cap over a cork.
They have a cap
Really
over a
nice,
cork.
yeah.
I've been there.
You guys know it all as you.
Well, I think there might be one in there.
You both do know it all.
No.
You might not admit it, but I think you do. Okay, let's see here.
I think there is
I'm
actually.
going to back away because I don't know if it's going to explode.
It shouldn't. It should be all right.
You got a wine opener nearby, Alex?
No,
Just in case?
this is not even gripping.
Do it the other way. Don't do it like this.
Don't use your teeth.
Right.
No, Jesus, no.
Use the top end. Put the top end down on it. The other way. Yes, put
This
the
way?
top end and then pry it with the top end on the other side.
I have another one, but it's not here. Unfortunately.
All right, let me see if
Damn it.
okay, Alex, ready? Look, I'm gonna bring myself up. Ready?
Over the top.
All right. So you got the ball cap, right? You got your bottle opener. Don't do it like this. Do it like this and pull down.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna work because this is a different.
Here, Alex, use
Hold on,
that gold one you have on there.
Where's Kyle when you need him? Didn't he finally get a hold of a bottle opener?
There you go.
There you go.
Another cancer.
And there's a cork.
Now it's time to get Corky.
Why people don't warn me of these things? Half an hour of trying to open something up. This is ridiculous.
Alex, you're gonna need a corkscrew, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna need a.
Go ask your sister. She's got a wine, a cork.
Let's see where the fuck.
Yeah. All right.
Well, you're gone. I'm going to bring up the next one. We'll go right back to you. All right, miscellaneous.
All right, cheers, everybody. I got something kind of cool tonight. It's going to be a roll of the dice. It's fairly old. I've got something from Southern Tier here. It's their old. Turn this fucking light down. It's got their old label on there. This is their Grand Arbor. This is a Belgian style farmhouse ale, brewed. It's bottle conditioned, brewed with maple syrup at 8%. This is a vintage 2013.
That's old.
Oh yeah. Is there gonna be a hiss? Oh yeah.
Oh, all right.
It's got smoke on it. Dang Skippy.
9 years later, still good.
Yeah. There's a lot of sediment in the bottom of this bottle, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it's a pretty looking beer. 2-finger, nice and bone white, frothy, tight knit bubble head. With nice amber color. Yeah.
Definitely more head than you had last night.
Get back to Alex. You might need help.
Nice. Thanks, miscellaneous.
Yeah, man.
Do we want to let's just see how he's doing so far.
Alex, you know how to do that?
I'm trying to stab it into the thing.
All right, so
Okay.
just hold the
twist.
arms down, Alex, and then twist that top part, and it'll screw right into there, bro.
Yep.
Put them down.
Down.
Yeah, put them down and
There you
hold
go.
them
Now
tight.
twist the top.
There
Yeah.
you go. Now turn that thing, and it should start screwing in.
And then the arm should start coming up.
Make sure you
Yeah.
get a good screwed in there pretty good, because you don't want to break that cork. You have a fucking mess.
Would be. And I'll be drinking cork.
It's going slowly.
You
Yeah,
gotta
hold on,
you
hold
gotta
on.
hold the opener though, Alex.
You gotta hold the glass tight too.
Yeah, hold
Yeah.
the opener
There
around.
you go. There she's opening up. All right.
There it goes.
You guys know it all.
All right, now when those arms get all the way up, you're gonna put that on the table and push them fucking down, and that shit should pop right out of there.
Yeah.
If it doesn't pop all the way out, once it gets to the top.
Okay, we
Now-
got it. We got it.
Mazel tov.
Okay.
Woo! Yeah. All right.
Now we're pro status now, boys.
Now we're playing with fire.
All right. I'll do this. We don't want to take 50 years trying to fix that. All right. Okay. I just wanted to back away because I didn't want to explode on the computer. That's why I did it last time, too. Just in case. All right. Got a treehouse glass. We're going to see if it smells like a honey. If I like this, I'm going to buy this again. It had good smoke, by the way. I forgot to tell you that.
Yeah. Oh, what a color.
I think the honey I'm smelling is raspberry, but it's very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That is a definite dessert beer. I think I'm going to love this beer. I mean, we're going to see, but
Like a good relationship, sometimes you just have to work at it, right? Yeah.
Smells very sour. But you want me to do all that later?
Yeah, we'll do all the smells and stuff later.
All right,
Just enjoy it. Let's bring up Chatty.
Oh no, not this guy. That guy's special guest. Boop, got your nose. Today I am showcasing from Crooked Stave out of Denver, Colorado, their sour rose or rosé. It's fermented in oak with raspberries and blueberries. It's a great wild ale, 110 calories, and I'm blurred. Come on now. Okay, 110 calories, 4% ABV. It's considered a fruited sour ale, but on the website it's listed as a wild ale. So let's get wild.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
Well, that looks like a beautiful beer, Legendary.
Oh yeah, nice rose gold
Cat is
color.
looking with such intensity.
Got the dry dock glass right here, and it says "Drink the funk up." Great looking beer. Look at that color, just nice glows. Ooh. I've got the elixir of life. Cheers.
Cheers, Chatty.
Nice. All right. Hey, Bumpy, thank you, man. This I got one from Draper Brewing out of 10 Mile, Oregon. It's their pitting party. It's a 6.5%. Jeez. Louise, dude. What's up with the lights tonight, huh?
Right.
It's a wild ale aged on Fantasia and Zephyr nectarines. It has sediment and a cork and a bottle cap. Awesome.
Did you bring you got your
All
course?
right, Alex,
Wrong
tell
way.
Beerman how to do this.
All right. See?
I'm jealous. Mine didn't have a cork.
Right? Mine was in the can.
Hold on, let me get that
I remember my first time opening up a cork and scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. Man, it's one of those days. Can't get that thing started.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Struggle's real, dude.
Yeah, this is one of those kind. God on fucking mighty. Fart.
Olay!
Jesus, all over my leg. All right. I'm going to get some stuff floating. I like that yeasty vibe at the bottom. Smells very fruity. Nice and hazy beer. It has a kind of a slight medical kick to it, but yeah, well, sour. Yeah. Poured a little under a finger head, pinky. It's like a golden honey color, hazy. Looks like a hazy IPA. Medium rising bubbles or so. It's hard to see, but yeah, I'm really liking the smell of this. Cheers! I can't wait to get into this. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, Beerman.
Wash my hands.
That is lit tonight again, boy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I've got a beer from Beacon Brewing Company. They're out of LaGrange, Georgia. Pucker Up Baby. It's a blackberry lemon thyme sour. Alcohol's not listed on the label here, but on Untapped it's listed at 4%, which very, very low ABV, but a lot of these wild ales I guess are. It is listed as a sour on the label, but if you read the back, it says local oats and wheat malts for a supple round mouthfeel and open fermented with a non-conventional yeast.
Mm-hmm.
to produce both alcohol and acidity, with fresh lemon zest and thyme in the whirlpool and blackberry in the fermenter. Synergy is the name of the game. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Anyway, it'd be interesting with the thyme in there. Kind of give it like an herbaceous note with that fruity blackberry. And then they use wheat, malt, and oats in there. So sounded pretty interesting. Not the proper glassware, but that's what she looks like. It's kind of it's almost like a really light pink color. I don't know if the camera is really doing it justice, but it looks kind of like a light pink with the head white, frothy. It's a pretty decent appearance, very light appearance. It looks darker on camera. When I hold it up to the light, it is very, very clear. No yeasties or sediment or anything like that floating around. And it looks pretty nicely carbonated as well. So get into the aromas and the flavor and all that good stuff next time around. Thanks for having me. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Thanks for being here.
Cheers.
All right. Solo cup, okay. The beer that I'm bringing is from Allagash Brewing Company. This one's called Heart of Hearts. Mine's in a corking cage. Cork's a lot easier to get to. Let's see. This was bottled on November 18th, 2020. It says, brimming with bountiful tartness and raspberry richness, this ode to love is laden with flavor. Heart of Hearts is a ruby-colored fondry, the fooders, aged sour beer rested for 4 months on fresh plucked raspberries. Okay. Twist, 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 twist. Cage is off. Oh, it hit me in the head.
I gotta watch this on.
6% ABV, if I didn't mention that. And that is definitely an Alex head on this thing. This is very, very potent.
True that.
So it's got a pink head of various bubbles. And it's got a very kind of that ruby pink coloration. When light shining through it, it looks like Vicks cherry cough medicine. But yeah, a little bit darker without light shining through. It does have a good clarity to it. And I think I could pour a little bit more in.
Don't get cocky.
No coffee. But yeah, very, very potent with the aromas on this. So it's nice. Now the head is fizzling away. All right, let's get back to Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. We're going to go with Alex first or miscellaneous? Alex? Okay.
Well, let's see what this smells like. It smells like a raspberry. It smells very potent, very sour. Might have a little sweetness to it. At first, I thought I smelled that menacey smell, like a Band-Aid smell. Maybe that was just me. I don't know. I don't know. But now it's not smelling like that anymore. But it's a beautiful color, nice lacing, even without even drinking this yet. So no further ado, let's check this out, shall we? Cheers.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers.
Cheers. I was muted.
Well.
He likes it.
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow. I got to get this again. The sour, there's a little bit of sour, but it's not mostly sour. It's like a sweetness to it. That is one delicious beer. Wow. Nice on the mouthfeel. A little bit of creaminess. What I'm tasting so far. I think my uncle told me I got this from what's that beer? What's that store called? He has the hat and it's a mustache. It's like a pilot. Damn. Roger Wilco's. Now I got it. Roger Wilco's liquor store. I heard that they make their own beer. Now, obviously, I don't think it's from these guys because obviously I don't think it's from this is not from the store I just said. I heard they make their own beer though, Roger Wilco's. So, but obviously this is Linterman's beer. This is not Roger Wilco's. Although you never know. So I taste that raspberry has a little bit of dryness to it towards the end. It's like drinking juice. When you're drinking like a raspberry juice, one of those juice boxes kind of thing. The only difference is this is not for kids, folks. I'll tell you. But it does taste like one of those juice boxes. If you have that raspberry or blackberry, or it does taste like that. I mean, I think they make real stuff on this because I'm excited. I really am. It really is delicious. Very smooth on the mouth. I'm going to have to get more of this. Maybe several bottles. I wonder if I can age them. I don't think I can because it's a 4%, I think.
Yeah,
No, they sit on the shelf sometimes for a few years. So
that's true.
Again,
if you keep it in a cool enough room or cool enough spot, it should be all right.
Very good. Very creamy. It's exciting. I can't not stress it enough. That's all I taste is raspberry, but it's so good. But lots of dryness though. But I will get this again. So next time around, I'll give it a rating and the shout outs or whatever. I don't know. And go from there. Good stuff.
awesome.
Nice.
I'm glad that you're enjoying that, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, did you ever have this, BuMpy? I mean,
Yeah, I told you that was my favorite one from them.
Mm-hmm.
oh, so you do
Yeah.
like it. So,
I've had the
so you-
Creek. They have like a green apple one or something like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I promise you this. If I stop at that store again or if any other store that has
Pear,
this,
actually.
maybe I'll do an examination with you.
Is it pear?
Pear, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just telling about the one he's thinking about is the pear one. But yeah, the framboise one was always my favorite as well. Can't go wrong with raspberry, man.
So,
Awesome.
so Johnny, but you've had this too, right?
I have.
I've had it as well.
Okay, well, if I get this again, I'll let you guys know, and we'll possibly do an examination on it, maybe if you want. Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Definitely definitely easy to find.
Oh yeah.
All right. Miscellaneous's turn.
All right, yeah. So it's holding up. Still got some head. A little bit of a little speckle of lace. Yeah. So not any sediment in it this time. Once I get it down a little bit, I'll swirl the bottle and get some of those yeasties and stuff in there. Still streaming pretty strong with tiny bubbles of effervescence. When I opened this up initially, maple syrup was definitely pronounced. That's kind of faded. Other than that, it's got a very slight sour note to it on the nose. It smells real pungent. It's got an earthiness to it. I'm getting like white grapes and That's like white grapes and some kind of apple. Hard to say. Definitely white grapes though. Yeah, smells pretty good. Doesn't smell like vinegary or horse blankety or band-aidy. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, it's still good. It's really subtle. Not really sour at all for a while though. Wow, it's different. It does have a bit of a thicker mouthfeel. I put it on a medium, almost towards a medium full. Definitely get some earthy tones out of here. It's hard to say. I very seriously doubt it's coming from any sort of hops as old as this is, but it's possible. Maple syrup comes through on the finish. It's nice and light. Yeah, it's got an earthy bitterness to it. The fruit's really not coming through either. I don't know. It's weird. This is different for sure. Yeah. God, it's not real. This one's got me kind of puzzled, to be honest with you. Yeah, I just get like an earthiness. Like I said, medium to full body, slight maple, a little bitter. That's about it. Maybe, like I said, I'll get some of those yeasties and stuff stirred up in there, and that'll probably bring out some more of the flavor. It looks pretty clear from where it is now. So, fuck it, let's do it now. Let's get this shit in there. It's all foamy.
Oh, dang.
Shit.
Oh.
Nope.
Held on to it. Yeah.
Almost. Damn. Oh, there's all kinds of shit floating there. Yeah, now I'm getting a little bit of that, little fruity. It's a little bit sweet. Definitely getting that white grape kind of note. That's really it. It's very mild, but pleasant. Slight bitterness, like I said, with the maple syrup finish. Yeah, not bad for the 8-year-old beer.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm pleasantly surprised. I was very on the fence whether or not this is going to be rancid, but bottle condition pulled through.
Nice.
It says it's supposed to be like a dry tart finish. I don't get any. There's no sour on this. Maybe that pH got off. I don't know. Weird. It's retired beer, so I'm definitely going to get another one to see. That's it. Sorry, guys.
Well, cheers, Miss Lane.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Hi, Lucy. Or Stella. What's your name? I call him by the wrong name all the time. Here we are. This is what she is. It's she had a 2-finger head at first, and it just dissipated to nice little layer right there. The head was pink. It's still a little bit of pink head in there as well. Let's see. Rose gold in color. It's probably not showing up rose gold for you, but yeah, it's rose gold on my end. It had some effervescence, but it's pretty much gone. And it's pretty darn hazy. Cheers. Let's give some nose candy. Right away, I'm picking up on that.
I heard nose candy.
No. Right away, you get that tart raspberries right up front. If you dig a little bit, you can get the blueberries in there too. Very fresh and refreshing smelling. Cheers. Let's give her a taste.
Cheers.
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 Ooh, I like the tartness level. It's about a medium to high tartness level. It's not overbearing, but it's not weak. Very, very balanced with the tartness. See, it rolls into the raspberry and blueberry. But man, tartness is just like gripping the tongue and the lips. Yeah, that's a good long-lasting beer. I love it. This is a phenomenal beer. I'll give a score next time around.
You certainly will, because you're not doing it now.
I'm doing it right now, puppy. If you're all in Colorado, you pick this shit up. It's so good.
All right, well, cheers. Thank you, Jaddy.
Yep.
Beer man.
Hey, all right, I cleaned up. So, yeah, I forgot to mention this is a barrel aged, also in a limited release. I'll just say that. Let's go into the nose again real quick. So it's got the kind of a vinegar forward kind of thing going on. It's got a small barnyard, a slight barnyard, but it's overpowered by the tangerines that they had put in there. It's got a very orange forward kind of feel to it as well. Has kind of a dryness. You can feel dryness. Yeah. Let's get into the drink. We already looked at it.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
This is American Wild too, by the way. Says other action on Untapped. Ooh, a lot of burn in the throat from the bacillus, or the actually. I want to say this is actually. Yeah, this is more subtle. There are Pediococcus is a little more like buttery and harsh, like, or lactobacillus is a little more kind of a softer approach to the sourness. It's not as bad. It's not terrible. It's not as gripping. It does have a nice rounded balance. The aging really made this a lovely beer. It's not bad. It's got the tangerine really is like all over my mouth, all over the place. A lot of sour kick in there, but it doesn't have that buttery. It doesn't have a Pediococcus approach if you want to go with the bacteria. But it's nice. It does have kind of that wafer. I'm getting wafer and kind of a honey wafer, vanilla wafer. Not vanilla though. You know those vanilla wafers though, that wafery cracker crap. It has that kind of like buttery, I guess, in there. So I don't know. I'm all confused now. But it's very interesting. It's good. It's easy to drink. It's smooth. It's probably about 55 degrees right now. It made my cheeks go back a little because it's just got like this punchy, like sour kick to it with that wafer and then the orange. It's not terribly hard to drink, but it is like mediocre. Like it's something you would have to get used to. You know, my wife would probably take this down and it would not be good. She doesn't like sours. Very good though. I think I've said it all. The body is a medium body. I said the meat, the mouthfeel, everything else flavor wise. That vinegar forward thing kind of really goes through it though. It kind of makes your cheeks kind of crinkle up a little in your tongue, and then it starts to butter off a little bit, I guess. I'm almost wanting to say this is like Brett forward, but very good though. I like this a lot. I'm starting to really like these. They give you that heartburny kind of feeling though in the throat. They kind of give you like a heartburn. Kind of like,
man.
Yeah, exactly. But very good. I like this. I like this a lot. I've had their stuff before, and they've always put off some good ones. I've never had anything with tangerines, so that was or nectarines. I'm sorry, not tangerines. Orange. I said orange. Nectarine.
Nectarine's good, man.
I get orange nectarine. I'm confused.
That's a
Oh my
type
God,
of orange.
It's got that. It does have kind of a there's like a crisp to it. There's a nectarine crisp, like that crunchy. They've always been kind of crunchy, like those nectarines. They kind of have like a soury kind of fruity kick to them. Like, I don't know, they're different, and it seems to work well with this sour. I swear I thought that said tangerines, and I'm getting tangerine. It's what it does to your mind when you start thinking it has something and it doesn't. Amazing. Wow. I like this. It's good. I'll stop there. Cheers.
All right. Cheers, Bear Man. John Nelly.
All right. So the Pucker Up Baby Blackberry Lemon Time. The head died. It poured with like a nice 2-finger head, but it's completely gone now. As we already mentioned, very light, kind of like a pinkish color to it. The aroma, you're getting the blackberry, you're getting lemon. It smells like it's going to be pretty tart. A little bit of that herbal note from the thyme in there as well. But overall, a very light aroma. Pretty mild on the wild, at least on the aroma. It doesn't really smell like it's going to be super pungent or acidic. But you do get a little bit of tartness from the like the lemon and the blackberry. Okay, well, let's get into it. That's pretty much all I'm getting. Maybe a little bit of the wheat malt coming through as well, but that's about it. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers.
Pretty good. Blackberry comes through right up front. You're hit with some of the lemon. Like there's a zest to it. I don't know if they actually use, let's see, lemon zest. So they do use the zest of the lemon. So you're definitely getting the lemon zest. That herbaceous quality is coming through with the thyme, but it's really not very strong. It's very subtle, and it's kind of more on the finish with that herbaceous note. The wheat malt is coming through. You're getting some nice wheat bready notes in the middle of the sip. I'm not really picking up on any of the oats. It's probably just more to maybe smooth out the mouthfeel a little bit. The finish is dry. It's crisp. It's clean. It's refreshing. The carbonation is medium. The sessionability is through the roof, really. At 4% alcohol, you could drink these all day. I wouldn't recommend giving this to a baby, but, I mean, you know, you probably could. It wouldn't hurt them.
Oh,
I was just kidding. That was for miscellaneous. That's a joke. Don't give this to a child, even though there is a child right there on the label. Yeah, very, very good. It doesn't really scream wild ale. It's more like a very light sour ale. They do use open fermentation and a non-traditional yeast. They don't really specify what yeast they use. It just says non-traditional. So yeah, I mean, it's good. It's not super complex. It's definitely on the light side. I wish it was a little bit higher alcohol at 4%. I mean, $13.99 for a 6-pack of a 4% beer. I don't know if it's really worth it. But it is enjoyable. If you're not really into the more wild side of the wild ales, this is definitely one that you could get into, and it's really non-offensive and just easygoing. And it's a little tart, but it's not, I mean, pucker up, baby. It's definitely not mouth puckering. It's just slightly tart. I wouldn't even call it a sour. It does say right there on the label, it's sour. The baby is actually saying it's sour. I just drank this beer. It's sour. But not really. So anyway, I'll keep sipping on it. And I mean, that's coming right there from the label, you know, straight from the baby's mouth. The caption is coming out of the baby's mouth.
I'm gonna give you a pass tonight, John.
Whoever made the label should be, you know, this is not me. It's from the label. Anyway, it's a good beer. I'll keep sipping on it. Think of a rating next time around. But a very enjoyable, crisp beer, and it's 90 degrees here in Georgia, so very refreshing and really a great beer for this kind of weather. So cheers, everybody. And, yeah, that's all I got.
Nice. Thank you, John. Cheers. Cheers to babies on beers. Founders started it all, right?
The breakfast, that's right, they did.
And they still have it. They still have the baby on it.
I'll pour a little bit more in here. All right. The aromas. I get off the Heart of Hearts. I mean, it does have a tart raspberry aroma. There is a bit of that kind of Band-Aid thing, that plasticky type Band-Aid that you hear Beerman talk so much about a lot of the times. Yeah, very, very raspberry forward, for sure. Smells tart, that Band-Aidness. It's kind of got a funk. It smells bitter, then tart. All right, sweet I meant, not bitter. Sweet and then tart. There we go. All right, get into some flavors now. Cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers.
man.
Cheers. Hey, Mary. And the Butch.
So it's got like a light kind of a light body with like this prickly, like small carbonation, this fizz thing happening on the palate. Extremely drying to the palate. Very, very drying. It does have miscellaneous mentioned white grapes in the aromas of his beer and stuff. This one has kind of a white grape type flavor, like followed up or mixed or blended with like that raspberry tartness. It's very, very dry. I guess like a Chardonnay's dry, right? So it'd be like a very dry Chardonnay with raspberries. Quite a bit of tartness. It hits right there on the back of the tongue, and it makes your spit glands start to go for sure. So 6% ABV. I mean, that's not noticeable. Very flavorful beer there. I'll come back with a score. I'm going to bring this to a full panel. We can all do just do your scores and shout outs.
Nice.
Cheers.
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 We'll mix it up. We'll get everybody into the spots they were in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's where I go.
Like that. Yeah, that looks good. Alex, it's you.
Thank you. Well, I love this beer. I should have gotten a couple bottles of it. I think I will.
You should cuvee it. You should cuvee it with a CBS. Do like a chocolate raspberry.
I was actually gonna say that. My buddy
That
actually would work.
and he mixes it with like a chocolate porter or something. He says banging.
Well, I'm going to have to do that, guys, but I'm going to have to get another bottle of this to do that. So we'll do that eventually.
In a couple of weeks, you can go to Beerman's Cuvée. Yeah, there you
I
go.
don't know what that is.
Yeah.
What's cuvee? But
Just a blend. If you were to take two mixed beers together.
Beer mixer, yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. Let me know, Legendary Beer Man. This beer well, this where it stands right now. I don't like the dryness, but the flavor, the beer itself, we'll be getting 100.
You called it, Jeremy.
He did.
Winner, chicken dinner.
It's 100. Good
No,
beer.
the show's not rigged. You happy, GB?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, sherbet sour. I had the
No.
cereal for dinner.
So it's a good beer. That's 100. Are you doing next time around Legendary Bumpy the shout outs? Or are you doing the shout outs here?
Oh, no, right now. Yeah, do them right now.
Okay. All right. Shout outs, bagel sandwiches and beer. Brewed Friday,
Win, Alex.
8
There you
o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Stay tuned for that. That's it. And normally I say Johnny Boy's stuff too, but the Johnny Boy is here himself, so he can take care of that. Cheers, Johnny Boy.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers,
Johnny.
Alex.
It's only here for a limited time. Won't be here long.
Johnny boy.
Yeah, that was a funny. I love that video. That was cool.
All right. So my thoughts on the Southern Tier Grand Arbor, the retired Belgian-style farmhouse ale. So while you guys were talking, I was listening, and I looked up some of the reviews on this, and people were on the fence about it, saying that more like a hybrid, more than leaning towards a saison or a wild ale. It's a Belgian-style farmhouse ale. So I took some notes because I've been slacking lately, and I had to take some notes on this one. So sweet maple honey. I got a nice earthy herbal spiciness, slight caramel note, hints of banana from the yeast. Very subtle because this beer is very old. Medium dry finish. It's got a bit of a clove thing going on as well. And like I said, white grape also on the finish. Not bad. Not sour. Funky? Maybe. I don't know. I think I'm going to stick around with what they said. And, I mean, although this is a very good beer, getting it for a wild ale, I think it's a little too malty, in my opinion. Like I said, you're getting some caramels and stuff like that, which is not usually typical in this style of beer that I've had, at least. I'll put this at an 87. I feel comfortable putting it at 87. It's not a bad beer. I just think that it kind of misses the mark for what they were doing, or over many, many years it's lost its oomph. It did have a bit of like a tart, sour nose to it, just a bit, but just nothing came through on there, because on the bottle it says dry tart finish. It's a slight dry finish, but there ain't no tart there. I'll tell you that. Other than that, shout out wise, I'm gonna be putting up some brewery reviews. I've been slacking lately. I work a lot. Sorry guys.
You're good. You're good.
It happens 6 days a week, 3 jobs. Yeah, check me out on Instagram. Tomorrow I am getting another beer package in the mail, so stay tuned for that. When I get home, I'll do an unboxing. All that stuff. So, yeah, and then there's going to be a sour. I don't know. Me and Beerman just going to do a heavily fruited sour review in our new glassware.
Nice.
At some point, we'll get together and figure that out. It's busy.
Yeah.
It's always something going on. Busy in the beer world. So, cheers. Thanks for having me, BuMpy. Oh yeah, what's the ABV? First Wednesday of the month is going to be on, so stop by Chugs, come play the game. It's always a good time. So
Heck yeah.
that's it. Thomas Mells 75, Wildcard Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern Standard. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Miscellaneous. What can I say? Gone. It's a great beer for a warm evening like this. It's like 92 degrees out there still. It's fucking hell. It's 81 in my house right now, and that really hit the spot. Medium to high tartness works perfect with the berries. I scored this. It's a 99 out of 100. It's as almost as perfect as you can get. Crooked Stave Artisan, whatever. Artisan is the best and most known sour brewery in Colorado. If you're ever in the area, I recommend picking up some Crooked Stave. It's a little pricey, but it is worth every penny. Shout outs. I've started doing some more grilling videos of me. Just, so far I've done, what have I done? I've done pork chop bone in. Might be it so far. There's one coming out on Friday. That looks good. Also, the next 4 Wednesdays, I'll be looking at Asian foods every Wednesday. So some noodles and dessert stuff from Asia. So look for those. They'll come out starting this Wednesday. Cheers, BuMpY. Cheers, panel. Cheers, chat.
Cheers,
Nice.
chat. Nice. Thank you.
Yeah,
man.
All right. So this one is interesting. I think it's definitely more pediococcus. I'm gonna go with that. It's harsh. It's rough. It's acidic. It's got a very big or apple cider vinegar kind of feel to it, as if you were to down a shot of it and it burns the throat. It's got that rough harshness to it, which is fine. You got to expect that. Understanding a wild ale, I guess there's different sects of wild ales. There's like different kinds of wild ales, as we all see tonight. So this particular one, this American wild ale, is definitely got that vinegar forward. It's not really pushing the barnyard or anything like that. It doesn't have like a hardcore Brett kind of thing going on as far as the yeast flavors and aromas. The sour really takes over and is punctual. You don't get any 6.5 is pretty well hidden. Had a few already, so I'm feeling a little bumped. But this is nectarine is totally not like orange. So let's get that straight. Hi, how you doing? My wife just walked in. Nectarine's more sweet, but it's got it does have a sour tartness, like a tartness to it. They are sweet though. They are a fruit. They're a nectarous fruit or nectar forward fruit. So and I don't get that. I get kind of more of the edge of it, but that sour just kind of overlifts it. I'm going to give this out of 100. I'll give it a 94 out of 100. I thought it was very well made. I thought the barrel aging, everything seemed to be pretty good with it. I've had others, and I like the butteriness. I do like the wafer, the feel to that. I've always liked that with these American Wilds that I've had, with their American Wilds, with Drapers. They put out some good ones. I've had a couple of them in the past. Very good, though. Yeah, 94. Beer and Cheese Tuesday is going to be same thing, just open, 8 o'clock Eastern this Tuesday. And then Wednesday will be an open adjunct got adjuncts to Wednesday at 6 o'clock Eastern. Just bring any beer that you haven't brought up already. Sutton, don't bring up hams. Much love, brother. Bring something else though. But yeah, 6 o'clock Eastern. And then just everything else, been kind of lazy lately. The brewery's coming along. Getting there slowly. So, cheers, guys. Thank you, BuMpY.
Awesome.
Cheers, man.
Thanks, Bear Man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, the pub Pucker Up Baby from Beacon, blackberry lemon thyme sour or wild ale, whatever you want to call it. They just say it's sour. It's not bad. It's probably in the A range. It's got a lot of good qualities. It's just way too light for my personal tasting preferences. I would like it a little bit more on the wild side, a little bit more mouth puckering, a little bit maybe of that acidity would have been nice. Honestly, it really drinks like a watered down Goza. I mean, it's super, super light. I'm going to go with a 90 out of 100. It's an A- right there on the. I mean, it tastes awesome. I mean, it has great flavor. It's just way too light. There needs to be more of that flavor. So yeah, 90 out of 100. But yeah, very refreshing. You could definitely down a 6-pack of this, no problem at 4%. And all the flavors, like I said, are there. The lemon, the thyme, the blackberry, just on the lighter side. And that wheat malt is really nice as well. That nice bready malt character is coming through. All right. So shout outs just every Sunday, 10:30 Eastern. We've got Stout Sunday. BuMpY. We need to get together this week sometime and do this show, BuMpY. The Beer Buddy show is coming up very soon on my channel. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. So thanks for having me, and cheers to the chat, cheers to the panel, and yeah, I'm gonna down another one of these.
Awesome.
Do it.
Thanks for being here, John.
I think that'll be
Absolutely.
John will drink all 6 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I will definitely. It's yeah.
Definitely packs a big tart to sour punch to it. This one, I'm gonna give the Heart of Hearts from Allagash Brewing Company. Well, 98 out of 100. I've had like their Cool Ship Red and stuff, which I liked a bit more. Very similar, but that one just seemed to have a bit higher ABV, I think, too. But yeah, 98 out of 100 is not a bad score. Really good sour program from Allagash. If you guys can ever get Allagash Brewing Company, I would definitely go for their sours. The shout outs that I have, say Sunday night is After Dark Beers. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just bring a dark beer based off of the malt. And then Malty Monday be next Monday. We don't know what is going to be even on the poll yet. We're going to go create the poll after we end this. And the poll will be placed out in various places. Everybody knows about our Hangouts. That's in our Hangouts. Be on Bearman's community page. You can find it there. It will also be placed in the description of this live feed once it's all finished with. So you can go back and just look for the description in this live feed if you want to find the poll there to vote, or you can go to Bearman's community page, or you can become really cool friends. Oh, and hey, happy birthday, Tommy Carroll.
Happy birthday, Tommy.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, dude. Cheers,
But
Cheers.
yeah, let's go create that poll. I want to thank all of my panel members for showing up tonight, joining. Glad that a lot of you really enjoyed the brews that you brought. Even the worst scores weren't the worst ever. So nice. And JV got to see Alex give another 100. It was fantastic. Yep. It's good. It's always fun to see Alex get excited about a beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, cheers to Alex Miscellaneous, Chatio, Beerman, John. Thank you all for joining tonight. Cheers to the chat. You guys are great. Always showing up and rocking the chat, and to all the viewers. So we'll catch you on the next one, whatever it may be. But we're gonna go create this poll after Alex gives you this message.
All right. This is Alex, the Beer Master, and we will see you all on the next live stream, next video. It's Alex Beer Master signing out.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.